The more I read about the Unitedhealthcare CEO case, the more questions and red flags I have. Now, this is deeply nuanced, but I'm going to keep it surface level to keep the video short. I've covered death penalty murder trials, homicides, and I've worked with CEOs from Fortune 150, 500, and Global 500s with their security teams and their corporate communications, so I know the inner workings. So a $10,000 reward for a high-profile case in broad daylight in a tourist city is a low amount of reward, especially when we know that money is available by the company or investors or shareholders or even his own family could put up more reward money. That is very low. When I have seen a low reward like that, it's because the police don't need tips. They're just doing that for the appearance of public safety. Now, if we are talking about a professional assassin, which is what people are saying in the media, you're telling me you think $10,000 is going to motivate me to snitch on a professional assassin? No, sir. So that's one thing that I was like, that is a wildly low reward. Number two, his wife did an interview today. I think that is way out of pocket. I could not believe that happened. And I'm not saying, oh, I wouldn't act like that if my husband died. I never speculate in that space, but I do want to give you the perspective of corporate communications is going to lock down anybody talking to the media. The police are going to lock down anyone talking to the media that could jeopardize their unsolved case. And let's see what she said. Now, I've looked everywhere for a phone call, audio, or video because that always gives context to words. But for now, we're just going to have to go off of words. She says that he had been receiving threats. There had been some threats. I was surprised that she said that. This is the day of, and that is basically information tied to the investigation. I'm very shocked that was said publicly to the media. Now, this is someone who's been with this man for a very long time and knows the world of a CEO of $1 billion company and knows that you do not talk to the media the same way that you might talk to your girlfriend. Okay. So there had been some threats, basically, I don't know, a lack of coverage. I don't know details. I just know that he said there were some people that had been threatening him. This is classic saying an opinion, contradicting the opinion, saying an opinion, contradicting the opinion. That usually is a red flag. And again, this is someone knowingly speaking to the media, not just processing and brain dumping with a friend. You are on. I'm surprised she is speculating that it was a lack of coverage as to why he was receiving threats. That is basically her assuming what the motive was and even telling the media publicly a motive that also kind of blames him for his own death. Very unusual. I found this in another publication. She said, quote, "I just found this out and I'm trying to console my children." Here again, I think that's an interesting comment. CEOs have intense security, and he is the CEO of $1 billion company, and he had allegedly been receiving threats. How is this man alone on a New York City sidewalk going to a planned meeting? How is he alone? Not only that, the shooter arrived 5 to 10 minutes before the shooting, made a phone call. You're telling me that paper-thin margin of time, this assassin was able to arrive, make a phone call, and then get their target, who was alone. None of that adds up. A homicide investigation is a chess game, and the police use the media and public information and public details as part of their strategy. So I am definitely interested in seeing what other interviews come from this.